I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 494. A couple weeks ago, Layered Tech invited me to stop by to show off a new top secret project they've been working on for the last several months. Today, they're making the project public, so now I'm free to share it with you guys. I'm here with Josh Vasquez. He's the Director of Application Development. Thanks for joining me.
No problem.
So you guys have developed something really pretty cool. I kind of just like to describe it as a robot.
Sure, sure, absolutely.
You know how much I like robots. So let's first talk, before we get into that, about how hosting has been in the past, and you guys have started to kind of look at it a little differently. As a customer, you really just see, okay, I click this button, I get my server, and I'm hosted. But on the back end, tell me what it's really like.
Normally a manual process. I mean, everything looks good from the color perspective from the website, and then you get your email, right? It looks really great.
Hey, I'm hosted.
A lot of things happen, though, on the back end where order comes in, and then it's a rat race, right? There's a lot of people that do a lot of things, from IP in a server, from top to bottom, all the way to inventory management. So there's a lot of things that happen, and you know, you never know what you're going to get at the end of the day, you know. But the time starts from when the order starts, and it's a rat race to the end.
It takes about 3 days?
It's about 3 days, yeah, definitely.
Okay. And so some other hosting companies maybe take a little bit longer, depending on their staff and their abilities.
Absolutely.
Okay, so pretty complicated process now, but you guys are working to make it all automated.
Right.
And tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, that's what we set out to do, was take out that complexity and that human factor. So that way, you know, all of our employees, you know, they have better things to do, higher, you know, projects that we really need to be done. You know, we're really trying to target an enterprise kind of space right now. So
that's what you at Layered Tech are doing.
Right. So that's where we need our people to be. We don't need them to be kind of handling the everyday process of loading a server. I mean, we know how to do that, obviously. So we wanted to just take those brains out of those humans and that manual hours, and just kind of put it into a system and try to introduce that robot, if you will, into the solution, and take that order that you see on the web page and not have that rat race in the end. You know, make sure that whenever you do click a button, that it really is an automated system that will go all the way from purchase order all the way out to contact management, and then you get the email that says, here you go, here's a server, and nobody touches it.
So I want to make sure you guys caught that, because we missed it the first time we heard it. This automation doesn't take away human jobs. The guys working in the data center are high-level smart guys who spend too much of their time plugging in components, and by automating the menial stuff, it frees up time so the smart guys can invent new ways to improve hosting in the future. And how quickly will that happen?
Depending on the formatting of the hard drive. So we're looking at 18 to 20 minutes right now is what we're looking at.
Wow. 3 days to 18 to 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
Wow. Can we go see the server in action?
No demo's complete unless we can.
Okay,
so how about we do it?
Awesome.
All right, so now here we have just a lab set up, you know, exactly like the data center. So this is the cubicle of the new millennium right here. You know, this is where we sit. So the order that we've placed, it chose one of these servers, right? That one that we actually ordered. So it's actually going through the actual load up process and configuration process as a human would be doing, as entering, you know, CDs or off of the network boot or whatnot. So it's going to go through the whole thing: partition, IP space, username and password, configurations, driver management, the whole 9 yards of loading up an actual server. And once it's complete, it'll send another message back to our main system to say, okay, it's done, go ahead and wrap it up, allocate all of the hardware to the actual customer, and send out the username and password, and it's ready for you guys to actually use.
So at no point is a human involved throughout this whole process.
Absolutely.
Nobody needs to be monitoring this or just making sure no glitches happen. If you do have a glitch, because things happen.
And we do have a whole exception process that does that. So we're, you know, obviously it's going to take time for our, what we call our self-healing system to actually get smart enough to actually keep going through the process. But we do have rollback processes that will say, oh, that server might not have been good. We'll go pick another server and keep trying, and then we'll kind of cancel ourselves out of that. So it is a self-healing process. As you see, there was nobody actually in here through our demonstration. And this is how the actual data center will be. Hopefully in the future for us, we think that this should be a data center that nobody is actually in here touching any of the hardware.
So Josh, can I go see the data center in Dallas since we're already here?
No.
Why not?
Security, cameras, not going to happen. But, yeah, but thanks for coming out. I mean, that's why we set up the lab. So.
Okay. All right, well, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, even though meanie Josh said we couldn't, we're going to go see the data center
We tied his arms.
and twisted his legs or something.
We got in. Let's do it.
Let's do it to 10.
Wow.
Let me know if you want to see more of the data center. This is enterprise level hosting. It's interesting to me because they were able to keep the Geek Brief TV website up while I was live blogging the Macworld keynote, but maybe you guys don't want to see what the inside of a secure data center looks like. I don't know. Leave a comment for Brief 494 at www.geekbrief.tv. I'm Callie Lewis. Thanks for watching. Ow.